What is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New, man. I decided to come at y'all on this evening just to give you a preview of what we shall be expecting and what we're going to be talking about in tomorrow morning's show. Of course, we know the Los Angeles Lakers did take on the San Antonio Spurs tonight in San Antonio, and the Lakers were without LeBron James. As we know, and maybe you did not know, LeBron James was inactive tonight as he did not play because he was nursing his injured ankle, in which he suffered the injury the other night against the Memphis Grizzlies. We all know that he continued to play through that injury. However, it's a little bit different once your adrenaline is gone and then the ankle starts to swell and stiffen up after the game. So I knew that it was kind of sore and he played through the pain, but even though he looked good through the fourth quarter, the other evening hit a couple of big threes, playing a team like San Antonio, a young team that's kind of rebuilding. It was probably best for LeBron James to take the night off. And we'll talk about other reasons why we think he did that tomorrow morning, of course. But, man, it was a great game. I'll tell you like this, I did win some money. I got nervous at first. You know, of course, I went with the Lakers on the straight up. It was straight up for most of the night. Then, of course, as the Lakers fell down, giving up an 18-3 run, of course, they started giving the Lakers points. So I put even more money on them because I had faith that they would come back in the fourth quarter, and they did. To me, Dwight Howard was a big part of that in the fourth quarter, the energy he brought on the defensive end. But that's something we'll talk about more tomorrow. But did want to give shouts out to Westbrook. I know everybody was saying Westbrook was not going to be a good fit for the Lakers, and the chemistry was going to take a while. But that was one good thing about, I won't say good thing with LeBron being out, but it gave Westbrook a chance to develop some chemistry with Anthony Davis. And, of course, we had a big scare with Anthony Davis going down tonight with the injury to his, looks like his knee. And it looked like a non-contact injury almost when he was going up for a rebound. But luckily, he was able to walk it off, and he did look like he was injured going into the overtime, which we'll discuss how that all unfolded on tomorrow's show. But, man, it was looking like it was about to be Anthony Street Clothes Davis again, but thank God that wasn't the case. I don't know why. And then on another play, it looked like he almost hurt his ankle when he was going to the basket, just pulling up stop. I don't understand why he wears these low-top kicks. I just don't understand. You know, put on some high-top tennis shoes. I mean, I don't know if you're not comfortable or whatever it is, but, you know, we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. Russell Westbrook had a great game. He came up short on one opportunity that was late in the game, but you could tell he was kind of fatigued. He did get himself into foul trouble. Rondo did play good coming in for Westbrook, and we'll kind of talk about that tomorrow on what the team needs to do. Of course, Malik Monk hit a huge three-pointer from way Steph Curry range that was excellent. That was kind of unexpected, but it was a game changer that really led to the Lakers being able to get it to overtime. Austin Reeves, of course, I think played great. He did have a couple miscues that we could talk about later, but for the most part, I think he played great, pressuring the ball, getting in passing lanes, almost coming up with a couple steals, and just the way he played defense, I think was I won't say phenomenal, but I will say pretty consistent throughout most of the night. And I think he's earning himself some minutes, even when the Lakers have others come back from injury. Of course, THT will get a majority of these bench minutes, if not some starting minutes, just depending on how Frank Vogel sees it. One thing I did notice was Frank Vogel did not make his substitutions good again tonight to me, because to me, there's no reason why DeAndre Jordan, and if you look at his stat line, you might say, well, he got 7 rebounds, 8 points, whatever he got, you know, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, Dwight Howard brings much more energy on the defensive end. He gets out there more on the glass, and he's just as capable on the offensive end. So I don't understand. Not one point did Anthony Davis play the 5 tonight. And if he did, I must have missed it. But he did not play the 5 at all. So I'm just trying to figure that out. You know, you said you was going to play the 5 with him, but yet you didn't. And then when you're not playing him at 5, then let Dwight Howard play the 5. And if Dwight Howard, let him start. And then if you want to bring in DeAndre for maybe 10, 12 minutes, then that's fine. Or if you want to start Dwight Howard at the center, then when you start rotating, let AD play the center. But I think overall it was a good game for the Lakers. It's good that they were in some close games like this. Of course, tomorrow night they got OKC. on the road. OKC actually was up by a lot on Golden State. They was up about 17 to 18 on Golden State at one point, and I got some live action on that, and I think I took Golden State plus the 6 or 7 because they still weren't giving Golden State a lot when they was losing by so much, and I kind of figured I should have went on to Golden State in the straight up, but I neglected to. But regardless, you know, it still turned out to be a pretty good night to me, earnings-wise. So at the end of the day, man, just want to chime in with you all, just let you know LeBron James was out. Anthony Davis damn near could be out. I hope he can make it to tomorrow night's game, considering how he was hobbling around. He may just take tomorrow night's game off. Who knows? But him and Westbrook definitely were developing some good chemistry, and the Lakers are starting to come into their own. And it was a good victory because during the course of the season, you need victories like this to scratch it out and ink one out like that. So, as always, man, this has been your boy B New. I'm just screaming right on to the real man, and much love to y'all haters, and I'm out.